Okay, guys, so I just want to make this kind of a long video to sort of make my 2020 wrap up video. I know, by the time I recorded this, I made this in Christmas Eve or probably at midnight or I don't know, but I just wanted to post this on December 31st, which is, well, today, the last year of 2020, and before this apocalyptic nightmare of a year ends, I just want to give my recap and thoughts of how all we pass and live this year. Now, I know what your first thoughts are going to be. It was a horrible year because of the pandemic, because of COVID. It was the end of the world. Now, I know. Now, for some people who, hate my guts, or some people that are still mad at me because of, that, but I don't care. I just want to give my recap of 2020, all right? So, 2020. Oh my god, this for me, this has to be the absolute worst year that has ever happened to humanity. The worst year to humanity. Because, well, let's face it, it was the year of the apocalypse, the year of, well, almost the end of the world, the year of doomsday, if that's how you guys want to put it there. But for me, it was, well, basically everything. So let's start from the beginning. So in the beginning, there was like wildfires and everything, and in Australia, and everything was, well, of course, we kind of feel bad. All those poor animals, the koalas and everything, all those animals have to get burned up by that wildfire, and people, well, the firemen have tried hard to contain that wildfires, but they sort of, spread it. Then later came, well, the death of Kobe Bryant, the baseball player, and it was kind of sad. Um, for all who were fans of him, of course. And then later after that, of course, the main um, protagonist, or yeah, I think main protagonist of this apocalyptic nightmare, and the main thing that made this year worse, of course, I'm talking about the coronavirus, COVID-19. Now, we didn't know about it like way back in January because, well, they've been saying that that a new strain of a virus, a new mysterious virus, was coming out from China, and everybody was like, "Nah, man, do not worry. It's only on China. It's not gonna make its way here." But oh boy, the way that that virus covered and made its way throughout the entire planet in a couple of months, 3 months. It's absolutely incredible. I mean, it's incredible, and of course, when the virus came to the United States and everywhere, we all got quarantined to stay at home, everything. But you know, same old thing, and of course, Donald Trump could not contain the virus because he downplayed it. He couldn't, control it. He didn't want to panic the people. But still, we are at 10 million of cases, and almost like 340,000 Americans have died from this. And I'm quite surprised Trump hasn't done anything to contain this virus. He did a bad job, a terrible job of containing this virus. But let's move on, okay? I don't want to talk about that, okay? Then after that, let's sort of fast forward a little bit to July. Um, George Floyd. Yeah, I think it was June or July. I can't remember. It's just that this year went by so fast that I almost forgot almost everything that happened. But I still have some events and you know things that happened this year in my mind. So So after that came the whole George Floyd thing. He was murdered by a police officer, a killer, if that's how you want to put it. And after that, riots and chaos arose in the United States. It was chaos, and I was so freaking scared to go outside to see, well, broken buildings, windows, everything. I didn't want to go outside when that was going on. Not in a million years I wouldn't go outside by that time. But it's kind of unfair that well, he was killed by a police officer, but he didn't do anything. He was killed unfairly, so unfairly, and that sort of kind of upsets me because black lives should matter. I mean, that's why everybody says Black Lives Matter. But yeah, and that kind of pissed me off about how unfair the people and the of course the authority has become. The police officers, instead of protecting us, they just punish us and enslave us. But and so after that, oh boy, the scary part. Belgium, the explosion in Belgium, that was just absolutely terrifying. That was absolutely terrifying. It looked almost like the explosion of a movie, but it was not a movie. It was real life, and I was shocked. I mean, it looked like an atomic bomb just struck there. I mean, and that amazed me. And I kind of hope that those people are recovering from that explosion in Belgium to this day, of course. I hope they are sort of recovering there, and yeah. And what else? Oh yeah. I know that I'm not sort of being 100% accurate and chronological of how the events went in this year, but I'm just sort of talking about the ones that I kind of remember seeing. So, the Belgium explosion was kind of like the terrifying thing that I saw in my life, of course, and I was terrified. So, let's move on. And oh, and a little bit back forward to social medias, of course. And my on DeviantArt, they announced on April that Eclipse was going to be permanent, and they're gonna took away the old DeviantArt layout, and I was kind of disappointed and frustrated and furious about DeviantArt, the staff forcing us a sort of a unnecessary overhaul to a website that was completely fine, but considering that it wasn't gonna be there, like some things don't last forever, of course they would take it down. So on May 20th of 2020, Eclipse was permanent. Many users on DeviantArt left, including me, and because basically on DeviantArt, I liked the way DeviantArt was back then. I mean, it was simple, it was user friendly, but then Eclipse came, and that sort of frustrated me because it was so laggy, it was glitchy, and heck, even the fucking jackass, just another Raven fan, is still there posting his garbage, and I'm kind of surprised that he didn't have a problem with this. To be honest, I'm quite surprised. And of course, speaking of that jackass, of course, the feud. But yeah, besides the whole DeviantArt Eclipse thing and the coronavirus, of course the jackass is still making his garbage, and as always, freaking trolls and bullies, sort of always bullying me and telling me that I'm a retard, a man child, whatever, man. Just whatever. They can go fuck themselves. Like seriously, don't you guys something have better to do than stop wasting your time with talking with someone like me who's just upset and just but you know. And after that, oh wait, I think I remember. And of course, the death of Chadwick Bosman, Black Panther. It impacted black people because I mean, he was gone too soon, man. Chadwick Bosman was a pretty terrific and a pretty brilliant actor of playing Black Panther. Because I seen his roles of Black Panther in Avengers Endgame and Infinity War and Civil War, and I haven't seen the Black Panther movie yet. But now that Disney Plus is around the corner, I think I'm gonna watch it someday. Who knows? But yeah, Chadwick Bosman was a brilliant actor, and that impacted me as well. And I'm very sorry for the family members of Chadwick Bosman that were feeling sad about the loss of a great Marvel actor. So yeah, rest in peace to the Black Panther. And then on October, I don't remember what happened in September. If you guys remember what happened in September, an event, let me know because I'm sort of trying to remember, but I'm just remembering that the parts are events that happened to me and impacted me in my life in this year. So, and after that came, of course, the tragic and sad news about the death of Eddie Van Halen. He died of lung cancer, I think, or he died of throat cancer, or I don't know, maybe perhaps, but he was my favorite guitarist besides Nirvana and Kurt Cobain. He was my favorite because I was kind of heartbroken, like because he was my favorite. I mean, I haven't known him that much, but Van Halen was the greatest guitarist legend of all time. Now that I've seen some of the videos where he plays the Eruption solo, my God, that man, he's got a lot of talent. After that, I was heartbroken because Eddie was a great guitarist, and but seeing him go too soon, it just hearts breaks me because I think the one memory I had with Van Halen is, of course, when I saw the the Herbie Fully Loaded movie, and where the Herbie gets to get out of the demolition derby from the monster truck, and they play the song "Jump." That's the only memory I had with Eddie Van Halen, because "Jump" was my favorite song. It was my only song that I knew about Eddie Van Halen. Well, Van Halen actually, because whenever that song came on the radio, I always think of that scene from that movie. But yeah, it was a huge loss for me to lose Eddie Van Halen. It was a loss for everyone and for the music industry to lose such a great guitar legend from the 80s. But at least he's up there rocking with Kurt Cobain. Yeah, but still, he was one of my favorite guitars players of all time. And after that came the death of Kirby Morrow, I think. Yeah, Kirby Morrow, the voice of Cole from the Ninjago. I was also impacted because it was so unfair that this year it was kind of like deaths of celebrities. Like, I don't remember much how many celebrities died, but oh wait, the guy who played Darth Vader, the suit guy, he passed away at age. And the other Star Wars guy, he did pass away, but we just lost so many good celebrities and artists this year. I mean, I was this year has been terrible. I mean, Kirby Morrow was a great voice actor for Cole, and I think I knew him from Rad from Transformers Armada. I think I remember him as well in that. But yeah, man, it was just so again depressed for the loss of Kirby Morrow, but there's still no reason what was the cause of his death or you know that. But I respect they don't want to talk about it because that's personal. But I respect that. But still, it was kind of you know sad to see Kirby Morrow passed away. And after that, in November, can't remember what exactly happened, but oh yeah, I sort of you know got a bit sick, but it wasn't COVID. I got sick, but it wasn't COVID. Thank goodness, because I didn't get COVID. And yeah, so that's not a big deal, but I just wanted to know something. And of course, and then we are in December, of course, and and the year is about to end, and another huge impact, of course, was a volcano eruption, Kilauea volcano. I mean, 2020 is basically an absolute apocalyptic year. This year will be remembered and go down in history as the year of the apocalypse of humanity. I'm telling you that. So I forgot one thing, but I think it was way back, like or between mid of 2020, where you know the wildfires in California. Yeah, those were terrifying. Actually, those were terrifying. That was actually terrifying because it was California. I mean, it was very terrifying. But yeah, so yeah, those are the things. Those are the things that I remember and sort of remember what happened in this year, 2020. I mean, I know I missed a lot, other events or stuff, etc. But these are just the ones that I remember from this year. Um, um, yeah, in my opinion, 2020 is absolutely the worst year I've ever lived in my life. It's the worst year of my life. Well, it was the worst year of my life, but um, but on the bright side a little bit, at least I got to, made a Twitter here. I moved to Twitter and, met some good people. Like, I followed Kay there, and some users from DeviantArt follow me back there, but Big Time did not want to join there. But yeah, and also of course people always, and of course Maximum Banana Prick is um, joined me there, but I blocked his ass. But now that his account is suspended, thank God. At least that's a good thing from 2020. And and of course I got a, a, a guitar. Started playing, practicing. Try some new stuff. Of course, playing some video games sort of helped me get through this pandemic, of course. And of course, you know, making some stuff for myself, of course. But the one of the things that upsetted me throughout my experience on social media, besides the whole Raven feud that I have with that jackass. I mean, I still hate the goddamn son of a bitch, but I'm not gonna talk about it right now, or not here, because many people get offended. But beside that, um, some users, that I met were, I think, I'm sure you guys didn't notice this, but I actually met a user on DeviantArt called Roddy2022, I think, and on Twitter it was, the same Roddy. He followed me back there, but I kind of like that, but we were sort of making like a comic collab between him and me with some of my OCs with Raven or something, but I haven't, because of many hard stuff, and this year I couldn't had the chance to sort of make some parts or color some sketches that he would hand to me. So I told him that no, wait, I can make this. Just give me some time, okay? We can still make this comic. But he told me that he no longer wanted to make this comic, and considering that I don't like unfinished stuff and I don't like cliffhangers, I just decided to just downright quit the project and just pull my characters from his universe, or universe collab, if that's how I want to put it. And in the end, he blocked me like a total asshole, and of course, he told Banana that I was a self centered jerk, but whatever, he can go fuck himself. And of course, Master Ghost Unlimited on DeviantArt as well blocked me, because of course, I found out he follows that stalking prick of Banana on DeviantArt, but he still blocked me, but whatever. Those two can go to hell. Those two can go to hell, because I don't care. I got better friends, which are Josh, Spider Boy, Zeno, Spidey Man, um, I don't know, Frozen Shantae on Discord, and Miss and Flynn, and of course I got those guys. Who needs those two bastards? But yeah, who needs them? So, and of course another thing is that some guy always, of course, trolls question me why I hate that Raven, and I told them to back off, but they started, troll me, and I even told someone to get COVID, but what was I even thinking? I mean, I lost myself there. I let the anger to control me and said such a thing that Fireboy was disappointed, but I already forgot about it. I said to him that I would never do that again, and I'm very sorry that I even regret and redeem myself of ever saying that to that guy, whoever it was. But yeah, and of course, um, struggles with making new content and videos and the Web Warriors, and yeah, that I'm not saying that I'm not being lazy of not making episodes. It's just that with this whole thing that happened in 2020, this whole year was just terrible, and that's why I've been struggling. I've been busy 24/7. Trying to survive. I'm making chores, etc. But that doesn't mean that I stopped making episodes. I mean, I'm still working on the episode of season 2 of Web Warriors, but it might take some time, because with all the thing that happened this year, it might take me some time. Holy shit! I got 22 minutes already. Holy crap! This is a long video, but yeah. And in my conclusion, 2020 was the worst year that we all lived in our lives, but I hoped that but from here to 2021, it will be. I hope it would be a good year, because we got some hope that this pandemic might a little bit come to an end, but not sooner, but a little bit later, because there's already a vaccine, which is the Pfizer one, but I don't get why people are mistrusting the vaccine. I mean, come on. You guys prefer to die or prefer to vaccinate yourself so you could protect from the virus? But I don't know. I hope but I think that 2021 will be a great year for all of us, cuz we will have the vaccine, everything will sort of go back to normal the way it was. Heck, by next year I think I might going to get a new guitar and make it like the Vandalism Strat, or I don't know, and probably make some new videos here. Probably some Source Filmmaker videos, and maybe something like the good old times back in between 18 or 2017. Those times will come back by next year. So I hope you I hope you guys hope you're still safe. For those who are following my channel and still supporting me, I appreciate it that you support me in these difficult times that we had in this year. I appreciate the support from my friends on YouTube, Discord, or Twitter. I appreciate the support. Um, but yeah, so this was my recap of 2020. So if you guys want to leave your sort of recaps of this year, or your bad memories or good memories of this year, leave it down in the comments below. So now that today is December 31st of 2020, the last day of this year, it's been a hard year, but I hope 2021 is going to be a great. I hope 2021 is a good year, is better. So take care, guys. I'll see you in the next and first video of 2021. So thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and Happy New Year.